Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Scott Michael Talk. This is episode 137, the pre-show. The pre-show. It's me today, Scott Michael Talk. My broadcast bro, DJ Infinite Rock. He will be on when we do the main show tomorrow. I just got to get in the breaking news, so let you guys know what's going on, because we're all about content over here. We're all about giving you the real barbershop talk over here. So we got a pre-show. We got a real show, 137. So tune in to this show, and then we're going to add on to it on the main show tomorrow. So everybody who support, tap in. Tell your people to support us. Tell them, tune in. We got the best barbershop talk and sports and viral news. I'm telling you, we the shit. I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to not be cocky about what we do, man. This is what we love to do. We love to bring you guys great content. So, before I get into the serious, I got to give shout out to my HBCUs. So, we're going to go positive before we go negative a little bit. So, homecoming season is still in full effect. October is the month. Everybody, get their homecoming stuff out. Everybody have a great time. Everybody doing their thing. Please, everybody be safe. Have a great time. So I want to give shots out to our rival, Albany State. I know the Billy Goats, they had their homecoming. I got a lot of frat brothers down there. A lot of Zeta sisters down there. So shots out to y'all. I saw a video that somebody was on the grill doing the tailgate, like he about to burn the whole tailgate down. Disclaimer, a warning, if you will. If you can't grill, stay your ass off the grill. Don't burn up everything. Have a fire extinguisher. I don't know what you need. If your ass cannot grill, stay your ass off the grill. Bro, y'all, he almost burnt the whole hot damn tent down, the whole 9 yards, but I guess that's an Albany State thing. So, but still, shouts out to everybody up there, man. Tell that dude to leave the grill alone. I want to give a shout out to FAMU. I saw pictures all over social media of their stuff. North Carolina A&T, correct me. I've heard they have a big homecoming. I know it's an acronym. I'm pretty sure it's an acronym, GHOE, GHO. I don't know how y'all call it. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I know a lot of influencers. They were filming content down there. It's a big deal. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my mom alma mater, Miles. They had a homecoming. Saw a lot of stuff there. So I just want to give a shout out to them. But of course, it's always home team over everything. D, Fort Valley State University, Wildcats, Wildcat Nation, stand up. We had our homecoming at the beginning of the month. So I just want to get that out there. So much love, everybody. Have a great time. Enjoy yourself. I will share one story about homecoming. Homecoming to me, look, was everything. Family come down. My mom would come down. My aunt, uncle come down. Just a whole nine, man. Just always been a great experience. I had one homecoming where I went out on the strip, the legendary strip. Everybody, old Fort Valley, like how they always talk about old Atlanta. I always bring up old Fort Valley. When the strip was the place to be, classes is knocked off at Tuesday. Everybody, strip is open 24/7. Everybody grilling, cooking, dancing, all the vendors out there. Man, it was just such a time to be alive. Everybody dancing, everybody have a good time. So one year, I thought I was going to jump I'm going to jump fresh. I'm going to get fly on everybody. I had a suit and tie on, the whole 9 yards. I get back to my apartment just to take a little breather from the action. Sometimes, you gotta get like a little time out right quick and then get back to the action. And somebody robbed me. Somebody broke into my apartment. Man, somebody had went around the back of my apartment. They climbed in through my bedroom window, robbed me of little stuff. I mean, hot damn, they could have taken my TV, they could have taken money. You know, I had a couple chains, little small stuff. Bro, I called the cops. I shot a police report to Officer Barney, little Barney Fife cops down there. Gave that to them. Hey, if y'all find my shit, whatever, do your job, handle that. But I'm about to get back to the strip. Didn't let it deter my weekend. Still went back to the strip. Still went to the comedy show. Still went to the concert. Still went to the game. Still went to the step show. Even in a situation where, like, dang, somebody might, oh man, somebody caught me lacking. Somebody got me. Didn't matter. It's homecoming. I deal with it on Monday. The little piss shit they caught me for, that can be replaced. I went and got my landlord to put burglar bars on that window. It's homecoming. So shouts out. I know it was my story is always wild like that. Shouts out to everybody at homecoming. So I want to get into the big story today. That's why I'm here. This is why I'm doing the pre-show, episode 137 pre-show. So right now we got allegations of gambling and sports. The NBA just kicked off their season, and right off the bat is a black eye to the league because the Portland coach Chauncey Billups, he was picked up by the feds. Terry Rozier picked up by the feds. Damon Jones was picked up by the feds. And allegations of gambling, wrongdoing. So one case, they say that Chauncey Billups was involved with gambling with the mob. That's what they saying is everywhere. I woke up, it was on ESPN. Matter of fact, it's on. I got my TV on right now. It's on TV right now. So those are the obligations. My man say, what? Say, LeBron is next. Oh, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that. CD Red 80. I'm gonna get into that. Watch this. So, just a little backstory. If anybody that's followed anything with this, Terry Rozier, he was caught in allegations a few years ago when he was still playing in Charlotte that he was wrongdoing prop bets, that he took himself out of games, stuff like that. So they already been on his ass about that. So now they're talking about poker games. So I mean that could be a lot of things. But if you're talking about the mob is involved, so what happens if you're caught up with the mafia and maybe you get behind, maybe, hey, we'll shave a little bit off your debt if you shave a little bit off the game. All right. Damon Jones, I'm not quite sure what they got him involved with, but if anybody know Damon Jones, he was a player back in the day. He played with LeBron, and I think he played with LeBron in Cleveland and stuff like that. So he's been coaching. So they got him. So he's caught up in allegations. So the feds have picked these guys up and they are due in court today. So here's the thing. So my thing is this. Who's signing off on this? The feds are. So I'm going to get to you. All right. So I'm going to answer you real quick, my guy. LeBron. How many times we've seen that LeBron is a part of the marketing campaign of gambling? Him and Kevin Hart. Their gambling commercial. I don't know which, we got I think it's DraftKings. Bro, we got MGM, we got DraftKings, we got Underdog, and he is one of the faces of it. So these owners, right? NHL, NBA, NFL, NCAA, they got to sign off on this, right? So now you got these leagues, these entities, they say, hey, it's all good. Because you know, one thing about this world, I'm telling you, I'm a business major. One thing about this world is the bottom line, y'all. So it's money. So here's the thing. So these owners, these leagues, they make billions TV deals. That's just one more deal to set at the table. See, once upon a time, it's a reason why they wouldn't put a pro team in Vegas to stop the temptation of gambling, right? So now it's in the forefront. See, you don't have to go get a bookie. You can go get your phone. Your bookie is the app. And they are right in line with it. So what they do is we all know, whenever you see those commercials, it's in fine print. Gambling can lead to X, Y, and Z. They even have a Gamblers Anonymous number. Call 1-800 whatever gambling problem. It's just how these leagues sell us alcohol. Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. This can cause X, Y, and Z and liver cancer. See the little fine print? See, once they throw this fine print on it, the hands are washed. So we know, look, we've all heard stories of former players that say, look, when we were on the team playing, we're in the locker room, they're playing cards for money. They're shooting dice for money. Gambling is a part of the culture. Now you open up the floodgates for it. I mean, look, we just saw during the pandemic, Michael Jordan in The Last Dance, he went to court because he was dropping 50 grand, 100 grand on the golf course. They said, oh, damn, like, could that lead to this impropriety over here? Because they keep saying we want to protect the integrity of the league. We do not want our fan base to feel that what we're doing, what you're doing as players or coaches or whomever under us to make the fans think the games are rigged, predetermined like the WWE. We know wrestling are predetermined matches. So like, okay, these two teams are in the finals. These two teams are the Stanley Cup. These two teams are in the Super Bowl because it was predetermined. We already had a ref, Donahue. Donahue did Fed Time in the 2000s. Same thing. So now it's like, okay, we just saw in the NFL, Calvin Ridley, when he played in Atlanta, he got caught. Now, allegedly, they're being caught up in a situation like this. We saw Gilbert Arenas not being. Now, I know he got in a situation a couple months ago. Now, this don't have nothing to do with this. I'm just speaking of gambling. See, Gilbert Arenas, he pulled the blinky out on a teammate years ago over gambling. This has been the culture of sports. And the owner signed off on it, and you put it in front of the face. When you see these commercials and they say, okay, the under or over on this team, the prop bet on this player, what do? They put the team helmets, they put the player faces. It's right there. These leagues assign multi-billion-dollar deals to networks. Now, especially streaming networks. Anybody knows, anybody old enough to know, you only had 3 networks. When I grew up, it was CBS, Fox, ABC, ESPN, 4, ESPN. Now you got Amazon Prime. Now you have Peacock, you got Netflix, and they're paying out the wazoo. I'm trying to keep it clean right now. So I'm going to say out the wazoo to get live sporting events. It equals money. So it's just one more monetary avenue, one more revenue stream to line the pockets. This is all it is. And you're playing a dangerous game. They've always played a dangerous game. I have so many examples. I know my man in the chat was talking about LeBron. He's one of the faces of it. He's in the commercials. Anybody who's a Goodfellas fan like I am, great movie, Martin Scorsese, Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, all them boys, right? In real life, Henry Hill was associated with the Boston College gambling situation back in the early 80s. They did a whole 30 for 30 documentary on it. The league, the NCAA, told the studio to take whatever scenes about that gambling scandal out of the movie to protect the integrity of college basketball. Anybody who's a real fan of that movie, y'all know the scene when they unalive Morton. I think his name was Mort with the bad hairpiece. Remember that scene in the car? If you listen closely on the radio, they mentioned it on the radio. See, gambling has always been an intricate piece of sports. The Greek, back in the 70s, the Greek, he brought the gambling lines to TV. He was famous for that back in the early 1900s. The Black Sox scandal. Yeah, everybody do your homework. I got a homework assignment. The Black Sox, it was the early 1900s. So it's always been about the landscape. So I'm going to repeat myself. That was the reason why, we're going to keep pro sports out of Las Vegas. Now we got every pro sport. If it's not in Las Vegas, it's going to go to Las Vegas. Is gambling is legal. Now we see Porter, who played for Toronto. He got busted like a year ago over prop betting. Now we got the feds bringing in those guys over their investigation on them gambling. So these allegations are very serious. These allegations are, it's just a black eye, because the NBA season has just started, and anybody who caught any of the games, man, the games have been great. Steph Curry went out game one, balled out against the Lakers. Skinny Luka had 40. We got skinny Luka. Ant-Man Anthony Edwards, he balled out. Oh my, Wemby, last night, Wemby dropped 40 on Dallas. Bro, he going between the legs. He's crossing dudes over. He dunking. Bro, he hit the step back for the and one for the three-pointer. Balling out. Everybody already calling him the priest. The one game in, already trying to give him the MVP. So we got a lot of great game one performances. The rookie in Philadelphia, his coming out party. Everybody was looking at Cooper Flagg to come out and ball out. My man in Philly dropped crazy buckets last night. So it was like a great first couple nights of NBA basketball. And now everybody's talking about this. Everybody talking about the gambling. The gambling. So Underdog, MGM, everything is, like I said, everything is on your phone. Back in the day, I'm pretty sure, you had to run to a bookie. You can just run to your phone. Everybody is going to think a certain way about pro sports or collegiate sports. Say, damn, who else is gambling? Who else may be shaving points? Who else may be on the take? Okay, I get an extra few bucks if everybody's betting on this prop bet of mine, because we keep seeing it. I just want to bring out the hypocrisy of everything. You say you want to protect the integrity of sports, but yet the sports league, these owners, are the number one reason and they're backing the gambling of their sports league. Make it make sense. Gambling is like alcoholism. I read, I don't know how true this is, just some I read, and they've even said it on television, where Rozier made about, made about 100 million in his career, made all this money, but yet, if it's found to be true, what his involvement was, that he only pocketed like 100 grand. So you're putting your freedom and your basketball career over 100 grand when you've made all these millions. See, it doesn't matter about money. It's the rush. It's that high you feel that you've gotten over, you made a bet, you won the bet. So you can look at it in that regard, that damn, I'm just going to use myself as an example. Or damn, okay, I made this amount of money. I'm a champion, this, and the third, but I got that itch to gamble. It's like that itch to drink. It's like that itch to take pills. It's like that itch. I'm not going to stop until I get my feel, until I get that high. And they're being facilitated. And I just had a conversation before I went on and saying, well, you're putting yourself at risk. It don't matter if you're an addict, because they were saying that they have the technology with these gambling sites, these gambling apps, to say they can track when you place a bet, where you place a bet, how you place the bet. But it's always going to be people that think they can beat the system. Okay, well, I'm not going to place the bet. Well, I'm going to tell my third cousin to place the bet. Or maybe my girlfriend's half brother, his friend, to place the bet for me. I shoot him the cash. I give him the cash. He put the bet. My fourth cousin removed from my aunt or whatever, they have placed the bet. People will try to find a way. If you got that itch, people try to find a way to loophole and beat the system. And that's what I'm pretty sure, if you would speak to these guys, if they're now proven that they have been caught doing these things, gambling on this bull, that they will say, damn, I thought I could beat it. Now I will go back to Chauncey Billups just real quick before I move on. Now, that was a card game, but of course, they're reporting, as I said before, mob ties. You know, if I put my tin hat on for a moment, I put on my conspiracy thing on for a moment for you guys. It's like what they said about Jordan all those years ago. Well, if you lose the money to the wrong person, then they could come back and say, you know what? You owe me one. And maybe you might owe money to the people you might not want to owe to. Because like I said, hey, I can shave off a little of your debt if you can shave off some points. He's a head coach. Maybe we say, you know what? The spread is 4 points. We got the over on 4 points. Maybe you call some plays. Maybe you manipulate the game where we get that 4 point spread. See, you put yourself in a dicey situation. Why would you do that to your professional integrity? So it's different. It's different avenues that's going on, and you hate to see it happen. But hey, these sports leagues, they facilitated this. They're thinking that people just gonna toe the line and be on the up and up. They're not. So I'm not surprised that all this is coming out, and I'm pretty sure over the coming days and weeks, it's probably gonna be somebody else, and it's gonna be somebody else, and it's gonna be somebody else. But As I always said, guys, this world is a business. And as long as those big fat ass checks are being written, they continue to do it. I guarantee you, the Hunt family who owns the Chiefs, they don't need another dime. That don't mean they're not going to stop making money. Jerry Jones, obviously another billionaire. He don't need another dime. That's not going to stop him from making more money. The Bezos, the Bombers who own the Clippers. Ballmer richer than all of them. Ballmer could have sat his big ass down somewhere a long time ago. He got into sports to own the Clippers. Why? To make more money. And our stupid, ignorant asses talk bad about Floyd Mayweather. Well, why would he take more fights? He must be broke. That Negro ain't broke. That's how he know how to make money, is to use his hands. He got plenty of money. He want to continue to make more money. I guarantee y'all, I could be 10 million up. I still want to make more money. That's how the world works. Anybody that's watching this, anybody in the chat right now, if you said right now to me you had $1 million in your bank account, you good with $1 million? Or you good with $3 million? Or will you make moves, whether you enter another business venture, different new investments, Bitcoin in it, and this and the third. You might see some new invention, some new technology coming up, some new AI technology up. Would you not want to try to get on the ground floor, invest that money to make more money? If you had a passion project to say, damn, you know what? Ooh, if I put this together, I get me a team together, put this together, we can make another couple more M's. Would you not do it? You damn right you would do it. Because you want to make more money. Hell, we got a president right now that's suing to make money. Donald Trump, a hot damn billionaire. He's still making more money. I don't care you like the motherfucker. Nah, I don't like him. I don't give a damn. We're not talking about who like what and who like who. We're talking about making money. Donald Trump's a billionaire. He's been making moves to make more money. So these leagues who've made money handle ESPN deal, TNT deals, CBS deals, Fox deals, Netflix deals, Peacock deals, Amazon deals. They're doing it with these gambling sites. MGM, DraftKings, Underdog. It's just another revenue stream for them to continue to make money. Be damned. If y'all dumbasses get busted trying to beat the system and gamble on our time, the feds will arrest your ass. And that's what we're seeing today. And unfortunately, we don't know what's going to be the outcome of all this, of these alleged gambling schemes. But more than time than not, they will not be the only one. They will not be the last ones, guys. Because it's all about making some damn money. Check us out. You see in the back on the Swivel Podcast, this is a pre-show to episode 137. I'm Scott Michael Talk, my broadcast bro, DJ Infinite Rock. When we do the main show tomorrow, he will be on. So check us out on YouTube, on the Swivel _podcast on YouTube, guys. Tune in. Everybody who's in the chat right now, tell somebody. Let us know, man. We got the best barbershop talk in sports and viral news. Once again, I'm Scott Michael Talk. For anybody who does not know me, get familiar, get to know your guala. DJ Infinite Rock, he will be on tomorrow when we do the main show for episode 137. This is the pre-show. I just had to come on. I had to talk about this shit. It's the hot topic all day. Bro, I went to my chiropractor today and me and him had a conversation about what's going on today. So I'm telling you guys, this what I love to do. This is what we do. So everybody tune in, tap into On the Swivel podcast on YouTube. I know we come live on TikTok to go live. We stream it. I got a few likes. Continue to like the content, like it on YouTube, so we get more and more and more into the algorithm. This is what we do. This is what we like to do. I do want to talk about a few things before the weekend hit. I'm just gonna talk just very briefly with you guys. We had Alabama. They beat Tennessee last weekend. I want to speak about Coach DeBoer. They're 6-1. Everybody wanted his head on the pike after they lost that first game. Shots out, being resilient. Those guys are playing for him. You had the Paul Feinbaums and all the talking heads on TV saying, "Get this bum up out of here." Hell, I was one of the ones. I said, "Okay, now, dude, you know Nick Saban. You better turn this thing around before they go ahead and put that payout in play and get you the hell up out of Tuscaloosa." So they have bounced back. Good for him. I'm not a Bama fan. Shout out to my frat brother. I know he is. I know you're in Virginia. You're going to see this, my guy. So shouts out to them. I want to bring up Arch Manning. A lot of people kind of got a little bit back on the bandwagon. Some of the talking heads were trying to build him up after the Oklahoma win. I said, hot damn. Oklahoma starting quarterback. He came back too early off of having surgery on his throwing hand. They came and beat Kentucky 16-13 in overtime. Archibald, boy, you need to tighten that thing up. Because after this week, Kentucky is no more Kentucky's. There's no more injured quarterback in Oklahoma, my boy. Tighten your ass up, or you're going to look real crazy. My LSU Tigers, they lost to Vanderbilt. Pavia, boy, I think he had a Heisman moment. Everybody talking about Coach Kelly. Your days is numbered, my boy. See, you done bounced around from college team to college team. You said it would be easier in Baton Rouge because you got better recruits. It's easier to get to LSU than it is to Notre Dame. But since you left Notre Dame, Coach Freeman in Notre Dame, like he said Notre Dame, they got to a national championship. It's kind of looking like it was you, brother. It's kind of looking like it was you, my boy. And they already looking at like, hot damn, maybe Franklin come there. Maybe you need to go to Florida. I've heard some ridiculous people talking about, well, maybe he should take the Penn State job. If Penn State hire Brian Kelly, they're going to get the same coach that they just fired with Franklin. The coach that cannot win the big game. So right now, they play Texas A&M. They play Texas A&M on Saturday. So all he can do is take it one game at a time. But Texas A&M, they're ranked number 3. They balling out. Coach Kelly, your days is freaking up, my dude. Your day is up. Miami, big upset to Louisville last Friday. Just want to say this about UJ. Now we see why. One of the reasons why they moved on from Carson Beck. Carson Beck, you got a lot of making up to do. You got Michael Irvin coming down. He's cranking the horn. He's on all fours. Pause for whatever the fuck reason. You got a lot of making up to do in South Florida. Because that fan base been chunking up the U's. Because y'all are very highly ranked. They talking about college football playoffs. And don't you be the one, Carson Beck, to screw the pooch on that shit. Real quick, I want to once again say this is the pre-show to 137. I'm Scott Michael Talk. Gonna get into a little bit of NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs, they watched the Raiders last Sunday, 31-0. I said it on the episode before. That monster that wears 15 in Kansas City at Arrowhead, he just need his guys back. They looking great. I got him as one of my top 5 quarterbacks always. Every season, those idiot talking heads on TV say they're washed, no more. They're going to get beat by Baltimore, get beat by Buffalo, or this, that, and the third. They go through some point in the season. They lose a couple games. They don't look right. Maybe the defense is carrying them, this, that, and the third. They always find themselves playing in February. So looks like they're back on track. The boys are back in town, baby. The boys are freaking back in town. So I called that. I've been called that. They should have won that game against Jacksonville. That's neither here nor there. But I've been called that. The Eagles got back right for a week, beating the Vikings 28-22. A.J. Brown is happy for a week, even though there's trade speculations around his name. But at least, hey, you stop the run. Jalen Hurts can actually throw the ball, y'all. He did the thing. All the big conversion, the third down conversion, the fourth down conversions, all went to A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith had a big game. So for 1 week, now let's see if Eagles can carry this over, because the NFC East, the Cowboys is right there on their ass because they beat the Commanders, a wounded Commanders team. They blew them out. What was that? Guys? It was 44-22. Jaden Daniels got injured in that game. He had none of his dogs. Brown was out. Debo was out. McLaurin was out. Made the Cowboys defense look better than what they actually were. And I got to give it to Dak. Another great performance, 264, 3 touchdowns. Javonte Williams ran the ball very well, $116. They found a diamond in the rough with him because they brought him over. I think he would play for the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. I think he played for the Raiders before. They brought him over. He's balling out. CD is back. He balled out. Pickens, he balled out. Ferguson. So the offense is great. That defense is going to bite them in the ass because they let Micah go, and Micah just had 3 sacks against the Cardinals last weekend. But we'll see. Then there's rumors about Max Crosby from the Raiders. So we'll see how that goes for them. The biggest choke job I've seen in a long time. Denver came back 133-32. Demaryius Thomas, God rest him, like he had the spirit over this game. He had his hands over this game from the great beyond. They retired him and put him in the Denver Ring of Honor that day. He died at 33 years old, and they scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. You can't script it better than that. Jackson Dart, you young bull, you got to tighten that thing up. No more bad interceptions. Coach Dayball, once again, your number's up. You should have been in that kid's ear. No stupid turnovers. If you don't have the first read run, bad clock management, bad defensive play calling, y'all got into a panic. Bo Nix, those 2 touchdown runs of the right side to look like a quarterback sweep up the left side, and then you played prevent defense to end the game, letting those Denver receivers run free. Your day is up. Because right now, the way the New York fan base is rocking behind Jackson Dart and Scataboo, Scat Pack, they're going to say, hey, they're not going to let you screw this thing up because they feel like they got the guy. Your days might be up, Dayball. So it was a lucky-ass comeback. It was 33 points in the fourth quarter. Crazy choke job. Pause. By the New York Giants. The Colts are for real. Daniel Indiana Jones, another 2 touchdown performance behind Jonathan Taylor. I would put Jonathan Taylor in the MVP candidate race. 3 touchdowns that game, 94 yards. Justin Herbert, Harbaugh. Y'all need to figure this thing out. Y'all play on Thursday night. Y'all got to get back right because there's a lot of people that was banking on Harbaugh to turn the Chargers around because there's too much talent on that team. But there's always been too much talent with the Chargers. It's like a black cloud floating around that organization. But Colts are for real. 6-1, unless something catastrophic, just stupid shit happened with the Colts, they should run away with that division. The Jags are kind of coming back down to earth. CJ Stroud and the Texans, they got a terrible offensive line, injuries in their skill positions. So that owner, the Colts owner, Irsay's daughter, she's locked in. I love her. Oh, I like her. I like her a lot. She tapped in. She's on the sidelines, giving the players daps and hugs. She locked in. She got the headset in. That's the type of shit. My boys, the 49ers, we got injuries all over the place. We still beat those Falcons 20-10. C-Mac, he ran wild. We was able to contain Michael Durag Penix, even though what's my man? Bijan. Hey, keep everything in front of you. If Bijan can't beat you, it seems like the Falcons are kind of dependent on Bijan. Then let him run wild. For real. Mac Jones stepping in. He stepped in pretty beautifully for Brock Purdy. But it's that offensive system. So shouts out to Gold Rush. It's a crazy log jam. Everybody got the same record except the Cardinals in the Western Division. So I just wanted to tap in on that. Russell Wilson, shouts out to you. You shot back at Sean Payton, called him classless because Sean Payton seemed like he got rented space in his head for you. I mean, why would you come back, beat the Giants? You should be talking about Jackson Dart, not about Russell Wilson. I think Russ is tired of everybody calling him lame, everybody calling him a simp, everybody calling him a square, everybody trying to take away his Hall of Fame accolades. He's a Hall of Famer. Don't ever let nobody tell you he's not a freaking Hall of Famer. But everybody's trying to take his accolades like he one of them ones that were winning in Seattle. Even when the Legion of Boom was over with in Seattle. Even when people were... Beast Mode was gone. Cam was gone. Richard was gone. Earl was gone. Averill was gone. All those guys were gone. He was still dragging those teams, those young teams, to the playoffs. Even that second year, even though I know Denver went crazy, left on him, that second season in Denver under overrated ass Sean Payton had good numbers, got Pittsburgh to a playoffs. It's just that now he just got too old. Let's be real. Russ, you and Sierra, at the end of this, hold a press conference. It's over. Because, see, the thing that made Russell Wilson special was his feet. Him being able to get out of trouble, throw in a run, get it downfield, hand it off, RPO action, get it down. He got old, y'all. So him and his lovely wife, Sierra, in a few months, need to hold a press conference and say, hey, I had a great run. I got a ring. I'm done. Thank you, guys. Thank you, fans who supported me, and move on to a second career. I'm pretty sure he'll get a career in broadcasting and all that good shit. It's a wrap for you, my guy. But he's a Hall of Famer. Okay, Clip Fan 11. Why don't the Saints trade Kamara while he still has stock? You're right. They need to. You're definitely right. The Saints need to get whatever they can get, whatever trade value before the trade deadline, and to move off Kamara and get whatever they can got. And Kamara need to go to a winner. He need to go to a contender while he still got a couple good years left, because he's a dual threat. He'd come out to the backfield, receive for you, can line him out wide, receive for you. But that running back, they put an age limit on running backs. So his birth certificate is getting a little old. His birth certificate is starting to get a little dust on it. So you're absolutely right. If I'm Kamara and his agent, he already spoke on it. Actually, he made a statement about he'll be somewhere sipping a pina colada or whatever the statement was. But yeah, if I'm Alvin Kamara, I'm looking to get the hell up out of New Orleans, because they do not have the quarterback to get them anywhere. Because at the end of the day, in the NFC South, the Bucs is going to win the division. The Carolina Panthers look better than them. The Falcons look better than them, and they're the low end of the totem pole. So yeah, so Clip Fan 11, you're definitely right, my boy. You're definitely right. Oh man. Hey, I just had to tap in with you guys. I'm sorry, tap in with you guys. This is the pre-show, 137, episode 137. I'm gonna have my broadcast bro DJ Infinite Rock on the main show. When we go on, we're gonna have it up in a day. By Saturday, the main show will be up. This show will be on YouTube. You can watch it back, and we could talk about all of our points about the gambling scandal. The feds, they picked up Chauncey Billups. They picked up Terry Rozier. They picked up Damon Jones. And I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, in the coming days, weeks, months, there's going to be other athletes or coaches or maybe people in the front office that think they can get ahead of the system and beat the system, because gambling is a real addiction, unfortunately. Like, if you're taking prescription opioids, or you're a drinker, or this, that, and the third, it's a real thing. And the NFL, well, all of these leagues, NBA, NFL, NHL, they unfortunately they've pushed this out there. They market gambling like they do alcohol, and they have entertainers and current athletes. LeBron James is in one of the biggest commercial they have. So look, it's something they're marketing and putting out there, guys. And unless anybody have anything else they want to ask me, I see a few more people joining in. I wanted to, just go over what happened last weekend very briefly to the pre-show, to episode 137. So anybody got anything to ask me, I'm about to log on off. Thank you guys so much. There was a lot of people that tuned in into the chat. Thank you for asking me a couple questions. I'm Scott Michael Talks. This is, you see behind me, on the Swivel Podcast. Yes, sir. Oh man, we got the best barbershop talking sports and viral news. Once again, if you got anything to ask me, go ahead and ask me now, because I'm about to log this thing on out and finish the rest of my day. This is the pre-show to episode 137. I just wanted to put this content out there. And thank you guys who have tuned in, that you're tapping in. Tell your people, tell your folks, it's your favorite country cousin. Let them know, hey, I'm the guy. Me, Scott Michael Davis, DJ Infinite Rock. We got the best barbershop talking sports and viral news. Continue to tap in. Everybody who's not subscribed, subscribe. Like the content. Put us in the algorithm. Do us a huge favor and do that for us, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Those who tapped in today. And you can catch us in about 24 hours. We're going to have this up on YouTube. We're going to have the new episode, the full show, up in the next day. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Everybody who tapped in. Man, it's your boy. Keep your head on the swivel for the nonsense.